Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. I'm Erin, and for today's video we are going to be talking about Krampus. Now I'm sure many of you have heard about Krampus before, but I'm not sure how much you know about him. He's definitely a scary fella. So obviously this is going to be a more spooky Vlogmas video. Now for those who don't know who Krampus is, you may be asking, well, who is Krampus? So think of him as the opposite of jolly old Saint Nick. Krampus is a Christmas demon. That's right, a Christmas demon. He's actually a very prominent holiday figure that is found in Austria and Central Europe, in the German-speaking places across the Alpine region. Obviously, since he is a demon, he kind of takes on a devilish form. He is often seen having very long horns as well as a goat-like beard. And in addition to having those two prominent features, he is often depicted as having one hoof and one foot. He actually looks really similar to depictions of the devil himself. So you may be asking yourself, well, what does Krampus do? Krampus comes around to punish naughty children. He's known to stalk through town while wearing bells and chains and intimidating onlookers, as well as beating them with sticks. So whipping people with sticks seems to be a common theme with Krampus. When he finds naughty children, that is what he tends to do. He will whip them with a bundle of birch sticks. Now, some stories say that he just leaves naughty children a bundle of sticks. I'm sure that this is to tone down the story of Krampus a little bit, rather than actually being physically abused by him. Instead of getting a nice toy or what have you, they're just left a bundle of sticks, which who really wants that? However, there's also an alternative to the being whipped by sticks that is far worse. So apparently, naughty children can disappear when Krampus comes to town. And why, you may ask? Well, he kidnaps them, stuffs them in his sack, and brings them back to his lair. Once they are brought back to his lair, they are either tortured or eaten. Real nice fella to have around, right? So when does Krampus come? Well, according to tradition, Krampus actually comes on December 5th. And that night is actually known as Krampus Nacht, which would translate to Krampus night. Now, this is not coincidental that it is before the day that is known as St. Nicholas Day. So St. Nicholas Day is the next day, and that is known as Nicholasdag. And that's when good children get presents. So it seems that Krampus comes and takes care of the naughty kids before Santa comes and gives the good kids their presents. So rather than Santa keeping tabs on who's naughty and nice, he just lets Krampus come along and take care of the naughty children for him. So as you can see, they kind of go hand in hand with each other. And that's been going on since the 17th century, since they've kind of had this yin-yang relationship with one another. So Krampus is kind of the yin to Santa's yang, I guess. Krampus would be known as Santa's dark companion. So while Santa is bringing joy and gifts, Krampus is bringing the pain. Now today in present day, Krampus is still celebrated and known, and the tradition is carried on, much like people still carry on the tradition of Santa Claus here in the United States. And there are often Krampus celebrations that go on. So these celebrations can include things such as Krampus balls, which is obviously like a ball you would go to, similar to a costume ball, where I think some people do dress up as Krampus. They have these Krampus balls where everybody gets together and has a good time at this party and dances, etc., etc. They also have what are known as Krampus runs. Now, Krampus runs are when young men dress up as Krampus in pretty elaborate costumes, and I'll pop in some pictures that I have found from them, and they run through the town kind of reenacting being Krampus. Now, these Krampus runs can actually get pretty darn physical, with the people dressed up as Krampus kind of hitting and pushing around the bystanders that are watching their little parade. And of course, they also, in addition to Krampus runs, they actually do have Krampus parades in various places where they will literally have a parade of people dressed up as Krampus going through a town. Now, Krampus is not something that is just found in Central Europe and Austria and that whole area. He's actually kind of made his way to the United States as well, which is why I said that there probably are a good number of people who actually know who Krampus is. He's appeared in several TV shows here in the US, and some of those shows include Supernatural, Grimm, The Colbert Report, and American Dad. Now, Supernatural and Grimm, I can see how they would tie Krampus into it. However, The Colbert Report and American Dad, that's a little bit strange to have Krampus showing up there. And much like the celebrations that are in different cities in Europe, they also have Krampus celebrations here in the United States in various cities, including major ones like LA, Philly, New York, you know, your typical large cities. They will have some type of Krampus celebration. And the main thing that you may know Krampus from is the actual Krampus movie that came out in the United States. They made a horror movie about Krampus. I would like to do a movie review on it someday because it started off okay, but it kind of got really, really cheesy. There were gingerbread men that were evil. If you haven't watched it and you want to watch a cheesy horror movie, make sure you watch Krampus. Not gonna lie, it started off creepy, but it quickly gains momentum and gets a little bit on the cheeseball side. So I would recommend watching it if you like that type of thing. But that's it for Krampus today. If you haven't watched it yet, I recommend watching my video on Perchta, which I will link down below so you can check it out if you'd like to. She is another very scary Christmas character that's hanging out, so definitely check her out. So between Perchta and Krampus, I think that Krampus is probably a little bit scarier because he's a demon, but Perchta is also equally scary. But that's it for this Vlogmas video, guys. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll see more videos like this, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!